Rylie Cook, aka the OneWheel Realtor here, and today everything is actually being filmed on the brand new GoPro Hero Black, and I'm gonna put it through its paces today. It's pretty windy. We've got like 50-kilometer-hour winds, as you might be able to hear. This is gonna be a really good audio test, and I apologize in advance if the audio is a little bit garbage today, but it will be a good test to see what the GoPro is really capable of. I'm going on a 18-kilometer ride today on the OneWheel. I've got a training session up at ReMax, my company, so I'm gonna head up to York Mills and gonna get some footage along the way and share it with you guys and give you some of my first impressions on what the GoPro's like. So let's get to it.
Do it.
Okay, so I've had about 2 days with the GoPro Hero Black, so this is definitely not a full comprehensive review. This is more of a first impressions, but thus far I really like it. I've only had one issue, and that was where on the first night I fully charged it up before I went to bed, and then the next morning the battery was completely dead. And I saw another YouTuber who I'll link right here who had a similar issue, so I'm not sure if this is a GoPro thing, but I did turn off the Wi-Fi and I turned off all the voice controls, and that seems to have solved it, so that might be the issue there. But other than that, I'm really impressed with the stability of this. I have the GoPro Fusion, and I use that a lot, especially when I'm riding the OneWheel, because of the built-in stabilization that it has. And having that in the GoPro form factor, just not needing to shoot in 360 is kind of nice. And also, you know what, being able to just get more dynamic shots and having choices of, you know, different video resolutions, being able to shoot in 4K 60 stabilized, or going to 2.7K and shooting 120 frames. It's nice to have those options, especially when you're doing some faster paced stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna keep riding. I'm gonna keep going along. Again, I apologize if the audio is garbage. This will be a good test because I'm riding along at about 15 kilometers an hour. It's not as windy here, or a bit protected. So it'll be interesting to see how the GoPro handles this. But yeah, it's a beautiful day for a ride. I almost don't need this jacket, and it's October. So let's keep going and hopefully make it there early.
Do it.
Windy here, but I think we're going to be early. It's going to be nice. So you might have noticed a couple of new additions if you've got a keen eye. On the OneWheel, I've actually got a new front, it's called a front wedge. It's made by a guy named John Rambo, and he always sells these carbon fiber wedges on Instagram, as of right now at least. And so this is my first kind of long ride trying it out. And I have to say, the foot fatigue has gone down drastically, and just the feeling of being locked in, especially on roads like this where, you know, it is pretty bumpy and there's a lot of sudden drops. And ever since adding that Cobra pad onto the back and knowing what that locked-in feeling is like, adding this onto the front, it does take a little bit of adjustment, but I would say it's well worth it. I'm still riding around at the same speed, like 34, 35 kilometers an hour, but I'm just feeling way more locked in now. And as I said, that front foot fatigue is no longer there. And then as well, I got this beautiful TSG helmet. It's obviously full face. It's great, especially with this windy weather, and now that it's getting a bit colder, popping this on has really helped a ton. So yeah, can't complain today. It's a gorgeous day, beautiful ride. Still got 45 minutes to get there, so no huge rush. Let's go to it. Okay, so all that nice stuff that I just said about the front piece by John Rambo. So the problem with it is it's carbon fiber, but the only way he says to attach it is glue, which probably not the best, and I haven't ridden that long and it just came off. A little bit disappointed in that, actually. So I'm hoping this doesn't affect the sensor at all. So hopefully the ride will be okay getting there and back home, but yeah, that's a little disappointing. That's the extended dismount I was talking about before as a result of having to put that front wedge on. Unfortunately, having to use the glue pushes the sensor down, and then you can only do the toe pivot, whereas previously I was a heel pivoter to get off. So it's a little annoying, so I think I will have to change the grip tape when I get home, but we're almost at the training center, so okay, we're in a bit of a panic state. We've got 10 minutes to get there. I'm on 3% battery, and it says my range is less than how far I have to go, so I might be walking the end of this one. But last quick kind of first impressions of the GoPro. I really like it. I have to say, I really like it. I love the stabilization built in. I love the form factor. I will let you know about the mic and how I like it, obviously,